Hello, my jelly fighters, and welcome to my Hello, my jelly fighters, and welcome to your daily brogue for September 2nd, 2021. Feeling pretty good already, right? So, what should we do? How should we play this? A whip. Cursed? No. Right. So how should we... What should I talk about? I don't think I actually finished talking about what I was talking about last time. So... Like I was saying, so an interesting, a little bit annoying student comment, basically about all the physics professors at the school saying, "Oh, they're smart, but they don't." Very good. Test on what they teach. I find this to be a little bit disingenuous, right? Also think that it's a little bit different for each of the professors. I would say, in fact, that at least at some level, it's false in certain situations and maybe a little true in others. Because, I mean, it is college physics, so compared to what they're used to, the students from high school, which is basically oh, crap. Maybe here. Where's the down? No, okay, well. There's got to be a spot where that works, but I don't know where it is. Okay, so I will say that I do have what you'd call different standards for different classes, and I think the other guy does too. I think we'd have different standards for different classes. If that makes any sense. So, I think you see that in the grades for those classes. So, there's no way that it's actually true. What am I doing to myself? My algebra-based physics class, right? So my algebra-based physics class, which is for fairly non-technical people, right? In college, if you're having trouble with algebra, you're probably not in a technical field, right? So I don't know exactly, but based on sort of the grades that the other guy gives, where for the calculus-based physics he ends up giving students on average an A, or maybe not on average, I guess the median is probably a high B, but he so yeah, his median is a high B. The median has a grade point average out of 4 is, or the mean is 3.1 something or other, and he gives over 40% A's, which I have, from my experience, some difficulty believing, right? Unless basically your grades are based on the same sort of things that you'd have in the algebra-based physics, because those students have in general taken would amount to an algebra-based physics class in the past. So possibly even a calculus-based physics class in the past in high school. I, on the other hand, spend a lot of time trying to get them to show their work, give reasons for what they're doing, all these strange things that show me they actually understand what they're doing rather than, repeat after me. I know they can repeat after me, and I don't really give a damn. I think I can say pretty simply that I don't give a damn that you can repeat after me. I want you to be able to use these physics things in real-world situations, because if you're going to be an engineer, or you're going to be a physicist, but mostly if you're going to be an engineer, that's more or less what your job is, right? So that's what I'm trying to teach you. I'm not trying to teach you how to solve a bunch of stuff from scratch. Got a lot of things. I'll use the tech magic next. So I would say that for him, he's teaching really, really close to what his tests are like in that calculus-based physics class. But probably much differently for his algebra-based physics class that he's basically teaching at a little higher level than they need. Because in that case, obviously his scores are much lower than mine. On the other hand, it's possible that when I'm teaching, it's the reverse, right? So I know for a fact that you're not going to get any closer to, what you're teaching is, what I'm teaching is what you're getting than that particular class. And it's because it's too easy. It really is too easy. But, it's a good, we don't have some of the students that are commonly in that class, right? We're not a school that has a large population of medical students. Right? We don't have a lot of people who are, I guess, pre-meds. Right? We don't have a lot of people going into pre-medical training. So we don't have the issue there where we have to sort of teach to a test. Though that was with all the crap. Okay, well. I didn't need to do it, and I completely destroyed something, so I don't know what that was going to end up being. Could have been something cool. Didn't see it become anything cool ever, but fire affinity. So the specific question that the guy was asking was for the algebra-based physics, right? But so like I said, anyone who thinks that that's too hard or I'm not teaching what ends up on the test is really in trouble. I don't recall that being my student, unfortunately. Crap, I forgot to do that again. Fortunately, there is that problem. So, again, I think in some senses she's right, in some senses she's wrong. I don't think she had my class. I don't recall her, but we've been doing this online BS. But but I just can't imagine anybody having it any easier for that algebra-based physics than I do. And I know that I go exactly through what I teach because that's what I do, right? I mean, for that algebra-based class, I've been really worried about just getting people through on the, if you can figure things out and use the right equation, you'll be okay. That's a little low. That's a little low for a college level class, but it's definitely low for somebody who wants to be an engineer. But it's about where I think our students are for that. Our students are actually pretty good. It's just that, the people who take this class are not very technical people, and they don't want to be in anything that's even moderately technical like medicine. They want to, the most technical they get is marine biology, right, for that particular class. So in a way, I dumb it down. But, when the homework problems are the things that appear on the test just with different numbers, it's can't get any easier than that. It's hard to say that that's not what I lectured about, since it is. But for the other guy, he might be looking for a little more in-depth stuff, which he should be technically. For the other physics, for the university physics, for the calculus-based physics, for the engineering physics, I do try to push them. I want to see their reasoning. I don't want to see their work, right? I want to see what they're doing. And if you don't show me what you're doing, you're wrong. Period. Right? That's because if I'm grading your reasoning, I'm not grading your stupid number, right? A monkey can get a number. My computer can get a number. I don't need to look at your fucking numbers, right? Whereas, I think that's more or less what he's doing. Is the other guy is just doing numbers. Again, his averages are huge, high. I mean, they're even higher than the inflated numbers that have come over after the from the main campus after the administration started grading the professors on how many D's, F's, and drops there are in the class, right? So even after that, strangely enough, that happened, and immediately the grades increased, right? Even after that, this dude's averages are higher than that. So, it's hard to think about what that's going on. I think, in a way, students just have sort of the wrong idea about what constitutes college level work.